Yeah,
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now, sir, for our class, what
yeah.
article do you like us to talk about?
The number, yeah, 1128.
28. Okay. Sir, while you are studying, where are your children?
Uh, my older son is at a private academy, and then my
Mm-hmm.
second son is doing his homework at the
Wow,
yeah
that's so
living room.
brave. Oh, wow,
They
I
are
really
also very
admire
busy.
Korean
Yeah.
children. Hmm.
Why?
You know, even weekends they are studying.
Yes, right. Even though they are very young and that they want to play all day, but
Mm-hmm.
actually in real life, they have to do their homework and then study until 10 p.m., sometimes 11 p.m., almost every day.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Oh, when you are a child, you cannot complain.
Yes, right.
Okay. And sir, let's proceed to this article. You can
Yep.
start reading it.
Okay, the secret mission is now set for Sunday, May 17th. The U.S. Space Force's next secret mission of a robotic X-137B space plane has been delayed at least 24 hours after bad weather thwarted a launch attempt on May 16. An Atlas V rocket was scheduled to launch the X-37B from a pad at the Cape Canaveral Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida during a 2-hour window this morning. But high winds, thick clouds, and rain made liftoff impossible.
Mm-hmm.
According to launch provider United Launch Alliance (ULA), the next launch drive for the Space Force will occur Sunday, May 17 at 9:14 a.m. EDT, 13:14 GMT. The U.S. Air Force's 45th Space Wing forecasts an
Mm-hmm.
80% chance of good weather at lunchtime on Sunday. That's a far cry from the dismal 20% chance the mission had on Saturday. The X-37B is an up-piloted long-duration spacecraft that flies classified missions for the U.S. military, which can last months and sometimes years. Each X-37B is powered by a solar array tucked inside a payload bay around the size of the pickup truck bed. The Space Force and Air Force have two X-37B space planes, both built by Boeing. The winged spacecraft are reusable and resemble a similar version of NASA's space shuttles and can rent by itself. Together, the two vehicles have flown 5 missions since 2010, spending a cumulative, cumulative 2,865 days in orbit. While the exact details of the X-37B's upcoming mission, called OTB-6, are classified, the spacecraft is known to be carrying to NASA Space Environment Experiments, a small Falcon 8 satellite built by the Air Force Academy and Novel Solar Powering beaming experiment from the Naval Research Laboratory. The spacecraft also has a new service module to support those experiments. 0 days launch delay for X-37B will have a ripple effect for mission schedules in Florida's Space Coast. SpaceX was targeted for Sunday launch and a Falcon 9 rocket from Space Launch Complex, already at the Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, just next door to X-37's Ultra free pad. But must wait until after the Space Force launch is complete. The SpaceX Falcon 9 is carrying 60 new Starlink internet communications satellites for the company's growing mega con-
Constellation.
constellation. The launch will now launch no earlier than Monday, May 18 at
Mm-hmm.
3:32 a.m. EDT 0373 GMT, pending the X-37B launch and weather conditions. That's all.
Okay, thank you, sir. And now, uh, I've never heard that this is really true, and this
Yes,
is originating um, here in the U.S. Air Force, sir.
yes,
I really, when I was a kid, I really dream of riding a space shuttle.
yes. That's right. So the same as me. So that's a
Mm-hmm.
kind of lots of children's dream to be a astronaut.
Mm-hmm.
But when I grown up and then I realized how hard to for the space travel and then it's not very safe in the
Mm-hmm.
spacecraft.
Yes,
And
sir.
also the if you are in the spacecraft, then you can feel lots of pain and then sometimes the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want
Yes.
to ride the
Mm-hmm.
spaceship, even though if I have a free ticket.
Yes, me too, sir. I will never take that because you need to stay there for how many days, right? Sometimes the
Yeah.
whole year. It's impossible. When
Yes,
you
right.
arrive, your kids are all grown up already.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yes. Okay, sir. Let's answer the
Number
comprehension question.
yeah. Number one. What do you call the robotic space plane that was set to launch for Sunday, May 17? Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The secret mission is now set for Sunday, May 17. The
Mm-hmm.
U.S. Space Force next secret mission of a robotic X-37B space plane has been delayed at least 24 hours after bad
Mm-hmm.
weather. Yeah,
Yes. Okay. So like airplanes, sir, they are also affected with the bad weather.
that's right. We can
Yes.
call that X-37B.
Uh-huh. X37B. Okay. And sir, number two. How many hours was the delay? I think you mentioned it 24 hours, but what was
Yeah.
the reason of it?
The reason of this is bad weather thwarted the launch attempt on May 16. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, sir, let's proceed to number three.
Yeah. Classified it. Okay, number three. What do you call the X-37B's upcoming classified mission and what does it carry?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, the X-37B is an unpiloted long-duration spacecraft that flies classified missions for the U.S. military, which can last
Mm-hmm.
months and sometimes years.
Yes, months, and sometimes it can last for years.
Yeah.
And the last one, sir. What
Yeah.
does the SpaceX Falcon 9 carry?
Actually, the SpaceX Falcon 9 is carrying 15 new Starlink internet communications satellites for the
Mm-hmm.
company's growing mega constellation.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So they really need to launch the satellite in the
Yeah.
outer space. Okay. And let's proceed to the discussion question, sir. Number one.
Number one, what are your thoughts about spacecraft and space planes in general?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually in Korea we will never success to launch spacecraft and space planes because it's a
Mm-hmm.
very it needs high tech and then very big budget.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I don't clearly understand what we could gain
Mm-hmm.
from launching the spacecraft or space planes. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that would
Yeah.
be a
Mm-hmm.
good investment for many developed countries such
Mm-hmm.
as USA or China.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, sir. It would need a lot of money, and then it would require people who are
yeah,
really expert when it comes to doing this. But in North Korea, sir, do they have their own spacecraft or just nuclear weapons?
yeah, they only have a nuclear weapon. They only have some missile to carry the
Mm-hmm.
nuclear weapon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And now, sir, number two.
Number two, why do you think that there are classified space missions? Because actually it's high tech, and then there are lots of secret missions for the space plane, their
Mm-hmm.
project.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them you they can use the spacecraft as a strong weapon
Mm-hmm.
for the future in the future.
Yes, sir.
So
And
yeah,
mhm.
okay. Number three,
Okay, number three.
in your own understanding, how helpful is a single spacecraft to the Earth?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, how helpful is a single spacecraft? Actually, if you have even though a single spacecraft uh, can find or can check the some potential treasure or potential mineral to outside of the Earth,
Mm-hmm.
so you can
They
use
can
the
share
space,
it. Mm-hmm.
yes, spacecraft as a tool to make lots of information
Yes,
in
sir.
Earth, and not only Earth, in the Moon or Mars.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they can provide answers to future researches, right? That
That's
can
right.
help people. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And last one, sir.
Number four, what can be the possible effects or consequences of launching a space plane during a bad weather? So, if you launch a space plane during a bad weather, that could make some kind of crisis. There will
Mm-hmm.
be a high risk of lightning, or there will be also it's not easy to
Mm-hmm.
handle or drive the spacecraft because of
Mm-hmm.
the heavy cloud or raining that could block your eyesight.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. It is really dangerous, and then there is a possibility that the whole mission will fail because
Yes,
you will
right.
just crash. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
sir. So I'll see you after 13 minutes.
Okay.
See you,
See you.
sir. Bye bye.
Bye bye.